Good morning, Grand Rising, on this day of the full moon, May 2024. This is for air signs. Air signs, y'all kind of bled over, or tried to bleed over into fire signs, and it's just like, all right, I'll just do air next. This could be you. This could be the cross watcher. Please remember that this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not responsible for your legal, medical, financial, personal decisions. Spirituality is not a substitute for licensed professional, whether it be medical, legal, and so on down that line. Why I had to go through that whole spiel, I don't know, but somebody here just don't read the fine print. I mean, do I have a disclaimer attached to all my videos? Yes, but somebody here clearly does not know how to read. Or they just lack comprehension skills because they think themselves untouchable. All right, Aquarius, we're going to start off with you first. I don't know what it is because I've got multiple folks with Aquarius placements in my life, and there's just like this huge emotional rough patch. And it's just like, I don't know what to say because I know Aquarius, sun, moon, and risings alike going through an emotional hard time at the moment. And it's just, I don't know. Because I have on good authority that some of them are going through it because of some things they put me through. But to put me through it is to also put others through it as well. So it's just like, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. There's two that I'm aware of that have been emotionally betrayed. And that, like, when you are emotionally stabbed in the back and stuff like that, it's just like, oof. Because there's a really big collective energy of et tu, Brute in the air. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it was Caesar realizing that his best friend was also one of the assassins trying to kill him. And it's like, damn. I'm wanting to say that friend is the one who dealt the final blow, too, which is kind of like, oof. And somebody may very well be realizing that, hey, this person does not view me as a friend. Because oddly enough, my former childhood best friend is an Aquarius. And she hasn't been a friend to me since the 3rd grade. But she's the type of person that thinks because we went to the same high school together, we were friends however many years ago, that friendship is always going to be there. And it's like, no. You said fuck me a long time ago. And what's funny is I bring up the disclaimers. There's a truck with the thing that says Reading, Pennsylvania. Heavy on the reading part. But the funny thing is this Aquarius that I'm talking about is actually a teacher. And honestly, she's one of the most codependent people I've ever seen, other than my stepmom, who is also an Aquarius. And it's like, ugh. And then there's one of my 3 step sisters who is also an Aquarius, who is just, I know her and my stepmom are intimidated by me as all get out. The only one not intimidated by me is the youngest one, who's a Cancer. But the Sag and the Aquarius one, they are intimidated by me as all get out. But at the same time, it's not my job to help them resolve that, because their idea of resolving it is to make myself feel the way they do about themselves. And it's just like that. We're not doing that. You don't grow that way. You don't. But I don't know. One of the things I've noticed with like when Aquarian energy is distorted, if they feel inadequate, they gonna pull a distorted Libra and try to level the playing field. And it's just, this is how you end up bitch slapped by me personally. And it takes a lot to push me to that point. It really and truly does. It really and truly does. Just because things aren't going right in your life does not give you the grounds to try to ruin everyone else's. And betrayal is very hard to come back from, especially when you loved the person that betrayed you. Because it will make you question everyone and everything around you. And sometimes there's just no coming back from it. A person may have stayed quiet. It doesn't, like, just because a person has stayed quiet about it does not mean they don't know. Because for one Aquarius that I do know, she was chasing a man that was never going to pick her, no matter what she did. And let's just say she's guilty of causing some problems in a woman's life. It may take 10 years, it may take 20 years, but chickens come home to roost at some point. And let's just say a bridge is burned and it just cannot be rebuilt. The person who is on the receiving end of some very unfair things is not going to go out of their way, in most cases, to rebuild a bridge that they did not destroy. Because at the end of the day, you can't break a person's heart and expect them to still be your friend. You cannot slander a person's name and expect them to still come around and trust you. Somebody here very well could be taking a shit ton of screenshots of something that somebody posts, and they're taking it back to a group chat, a Facebook group, something. And it's just, the energy isn't mistakable right now, because I don't know, like something is just dead and it can't be brought back to life. Like, it just can't. All you can do is pick up the pieces and move forward. And again, this could be for a cross watcher. I should not have to explain how this works every single time. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini, I'm getting doppelgang fail. Like, there's just too many things that set a person apart, and you just cannot copy them no matter how hard you try. Ooh, that's a bad one. Coming up on the accident that's been causing a blockage on the highway. Ooh, good Lord, and that's not even on my side of the highway. Gemini, for doppelgang fail, somebody may not be able to copy anymore because there's just too many things about the person they're trying to copy that they cannot copy, such as life story, life events, and so on down that line. You might be able to dye your hair, you might be able to wear your clothes, like, wear the same style of clothing as them, it does not make you them. And on top of that, trying to mimic a person is a form of energy harvesting. Sorry, there's a car going AWOL. And it's just genuinely weird because some people take the mimicking to a clinically insane level that it just really makes me wonder, because with that accident on the highway on the other side, the blockages that somebody tried to cause in another person's lane, they have to receive themselves, and somebody may very well be realizing that. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's because I'm one of those folks that does not find flattery in being copied. I don't. That's a Leo thing, and here we come to another traffic jam. Ooh, Lord. I just need to move over one. Thank you, Mr. Trucker. Here we go. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Libra. This may go with Leo as well, the identity crisis, because I got your house of mirrors is shattering and cold trail. So somebody with a Libra placement or a cross watcher is guilty of mirror magic. And dare I say, this could go along with the Gemini and the doppelgang fail. Like, somebody is heavy into mirror magic, and that mirror is cracking. Because what I saw is like a room full of mirrors. Like it's a house, but on the inside, everything's a mirror. So it's like, who's really the real one type of deal. It's like the mirror thing in the carnivals. It's just like, whoa. So that is shattering in a manner of speaking. So the real person has been... The mirrors and illusions and stuff like that has been shattered by the real one. And I'm also getting cold trail. Because when you can't feel like this person can't find you in the databases, they can't find your energy anywhere, like it's just gone. And this could very well be a Libra South node. Could very well be a Libra South node. Because we focus all the time on like big three. Every now and then you'll find one that says the big six, and then there's the North Node and the South Node. This could be very well be a Libra South Node. If it's a South Node, I don't know what to tell you, because you're not going to really get the results you want by trying to copy a person. You're not going to get the results you want by stealing a destiny that does not belong to you. Because, I mean, again, y'all need to start thinking about the consequences that play out. And also, just because you have it in your head that this person owes you, it does not mean that they owe you. It really does not mean that they owe you. And somebody here just felt very spoiled, very entitled. They didn't know what to do. They definitely don't want you speaking either. And it's just, my God. Somebody here is just an energy parasite. I think that's what this is. Because to doppelgang and try to be a person you're not... Again, it's a form of energy harvesting. But the thing is, if you were truly in your North Node, you would be blazing your own trail. You would be an individual, a powerhouse. Aries energy is like a freaking powerhouse. Like, it's big boss CEO energy. And this person just is not tapping in. They're it's a pretend boss. A pretend of this, a pretend of that. My God. Because, like, you're looking for blessings and stuff like that, but to steal what is for another, that's not North Node energy. Your South Node is karmic as hell. I would know because I myself am an Aries North Node. What do I get on a regular basis? People with Libra placements. Mainly Libra moons. I don't know what it is about a Libra moon, but holy shit. When they're distorted, when I say they will do anything and everything to level the playing field, they gonna do it. If you make them feel intimidated somehow, they literally feel justified dragging you down to their level. Like, they will do anything and everything to justify themselves. And it's just cray-cray. It's cray-cray. Because my sister's a Libra moon. My cousin that is obsessed with competing with my person is a Libra moon. One of the people that hired a psychic to try to take me down and out 20 years ago is a Libra moon. And so on down that line. And it's just like, I'm surrounded by fucking psychos. Because hand to God, the only Libra in my chart is my South Node. People that square off against me almost daily either have a Libra North Node, a Libra South Node, or somewhere in their big three. It's just like, leave me alone, god damn it. But yeah, just because you feel justified does not mean you're justified, and this could very well be somebody coming for a person with a Libra placement. I'm sorry, but Libras, when they're healthy and in the upright, baby, it is on like Donkey Kong. I've got a cousin by marriage that is a Libra Scorpio cusper, and I have a respectful fear of that woman. You mess with her family, and that's it, game over. You're as good as dead. I'm dead serious. Pun intended. But I will tell you this, I will tell you this here and now. There's a lot of folks out there that don't believe in cuspers. I'm fully convinced those on the Scorpio Libra cusp are the reason Scorpios get labeled vindictive. Because when I say no one gets vindictive like a Libra, no one gets vindictive like a Libra. And a Libra may very well be trying to find a person. And they can't find them anymore. They can't find them physically. They can't find them spiritually. Like, if you got a new car, that they don't know what kind of car you drive. If you change jobs, they don't know where you work. If they find your information somehow, they now have to explain how they got it. This may be a local political official as well, because I had one in my energy. I know it was, for my case, it was in my energy this morning. From a standpoint of karma, he's in a little bit of trouble himself because of the 2020 election. But I'm not going to go into all that. Somebody had a need to win at all costs. And it's just really catastrophically biting them in the keister at the moment. Again, their house of mirrors is shattering. The mirror magic isn't working anymore. And where 9 times out of 10, where there's mirror stuff going on, there's beauty and glamour as well. Whoever this person is, they wanted somebody to be seen as ugly, undesirable, everything under the sun. And that's because she wants a man that's not meant for her. And it's kind of getting on my nerves because it's been in my energy since 2017, and it's just something I don't want to deal with. My advice at this point would be to get a psychiatrist at this point, because somebody here is just, there's a lot of witchcraft. Like, there's just a lot of witchcraft involved. Witchcraft that don't need to be a thing. And so on down that line. Because at the end of the day, God is not going to ask you about another person. He's going to ask you about you. The judge of all judges is going to ask about you and never another person. This could very well be a Bible thumper. And the problem is, just because you thump a Bible and declare your love for God and Jesus at the top of your lungs, that is not going to save you from God's wrath. It's not. Because in order for various accusations to stick and stuff like that, that person has to be genuinely guilty of what they are being accused of. And time will tell who's guilty and who's innocent. Time will tell. I mean, you're either right or you're wrong. And because of all this mirror stuff and like glamour and beauty and stuff like that, somebody has a lot of explaining to do, and I'm hearing they got to tell it to the judge. So there may, like, court proceedings may very well be going on right now. Okay, yes, they are going on right now, and it's for violating a person's constitutional rights. That's nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. So if you are of Native descent, there are some acts you need to look up, because they basically protect your right to your ancestral practices. Because people tend to fear what they don't understand, and they don't reach out to seek clarity. And I'm sorry if I'm so all over the place for Libra, but it's just, there's just, wow. Because there's what I channeled initially and wrote down, but this, like, I just keep getting more and more and more as it goes on. I can't remember the name of the act specifically, but it's like there's one or two of them that basically protect your right to your practices, because you're in touch with that side of you. You honor that side of you. And believe it or not, you can be a Christian and just kind of have leanings toward that side of you. And it's just just folks are just so quick to criticize what they do not understand. They are. Because it doesn't look like you're in alignment does not mean you're not in alignment. Or sorry, y'all, my coffee has not kicked in yet. Just because it doesn't look like you're in alignment does not mean you're out of alignment. See, because the thing is, when it comes to spiritual journeys and stuff like that, that is unique to the individual. It's not a one-size-fit-all inclusive group project. There's people you're going to resonate with. There's people you're not going to resonate with. And right as I started to say this, like, there's now like a burning type of sensation at the base of my spine. So it's just like somebody's mad. Because if these court proceedings have not started yet, they're about to. And again, violating a person's their rights, if you will, because Lord, these words are getting harder and harder to get out. Throat chakra manipulation at play too. But I mean, everything has a consequence, good or bad, and just because somebody is a Libra does not mean they get to decide a person's karma. Same with a cross watcher. Like, we don't get to choose what is and is not somebody's punishment. God will decide that. God will dish it out. And the thing is, we're not always going to see them get it. We're not always going to see them get it. And my thing is, I'm hearing Leo. So somebody has a Leo and a Libra placement. Quit trying to hack folks. Quit trying to hack folks. Like, quit. You're going to jail, whether you like it or not. Because when you are doing illegal, janky things, like screenshotting a bunch of people's stuff and whatnot, trying to get them incriminated, prosecuted, arrested, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to tell you this here and now. You're saying you're stalking them, but in reality, it's the other way around. Because when you subpoena devices, they're not going to have, like it. Jesus. Their device isn't going to have screenshots of your content. It's not going to have screenshots of this and that. Like, their device alone is going to prove their innocence. But when they get yours, it's going to be full of screenshots and just everything you've ever done. And even if you delete it, there are teams that know how to extract that information still. So whoever this is, quit lying, quit trying to level the playing field. And by God, whoever this, I'll be goddamned. The glamour spells and beauty spells. Good night, alive. Oh, you were in so much trouble. Man, you were in so much trouble. Oh, woo, wee, wee. Oh, Little Miss Culture Vulture. Ooh. There's one culture left she has not tried to steal anything from publicly. I mean, just merely educating yourself is one thing, but trying to, like, harness the energy and stuff like that is entirely another. Ooh, she's in trouble. She wants to harness that energy so bad, but it's just like, nah, bitch. Nah. They're waiting. Oh, they're waiting. Because to my knowledge, I don't have Apache blood in my veins, but in the Trail of Tears and stuff like that, the Apache that managed to escape being walked to Oklahoma eventually made their way over to like where the Choctaw were hiding and stuff like that. Which low-key explains my gravitational pull towards them organically. Because I know for a fact I'm Choctaw descent in addition to Cherokee. And I'm most in alignment with the Choctaw side. Because they've been spiritually training me on the down low for years. And I just now, it dawned on me. Because I found some pieces of information to read, like where they hid and stuff like that when the Trail of Tears was going on. And it's just like, okay, that explains my outright hatred for swampland, because they hid along the swamps and the marshes of the Alabama and Tom Bigby River. And the funny thing is, the Choctaw also originated from Mexico before making their way to where they did. Because oddly enough, back in 2020, I was seeing a lot of Mayan and Aztec stuff in my third eye, but I couldn't explain it. And I figured it was just them scanning my energy and stuff like that, because one of the neighbors during the pandemic bought a house a block over away from me. And I thought it was just them just trying to like scan and check things out. No. It turns out that's very, very, very distantly in the family tree, which I find very, very, very interesting. Because for this person in particular, that's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because there's an Apache man in my energy. Like, he freaked me out at first because he's one of the most sinister fighters I've ever seen in the spirit. But at the same time, it's just like, he's just a big goof when things are chill. But at the same time, it's like, he will taunt his enemy. He's not afraid to taunt him and joke around. And at the same time, I really like him because he's just funny. He's funny. He's just like, come on. Say the word. Say the word. Come on. Let's do it. Like, he's just itching for a fight. Which I think is hilarious because they know as much as I do this person is done. But at the same time, this is what happens when you get stupid competitive and you try to level and take out everybody just so you can say that you're the only one. I'm the one who did this. I'm the one who did that. Damn. Because see, the thing is, there's enough for everybody. And all that was just unnecessary. So yeah, this person will end up in prison. Mark my words, she will end up in prison. She's going to go to prison. And that's where they're going to get her. And I'm not talking the powers that be down here in the physical. I'm talking the spirits. Oof. And I'm leaving. Bye, y'all.